All right, cool, cool, cool. We are on to the final gold red. We're on to the Vina Chocalan Reserva Merlot. This is the 2014 vintage. It says sourced from the Maipo Valley. And, you know, for some of these videos, some of these, I've managed to taste these wines before with distributors. Other times they're my complete first tasting. This is my complete first tasting. So you will have my unadulterated thoughts on this. So we get to the color and it's super interesting. So maybe this is its age showing a little bit. You get a little bit of not like bricking in the same way that you would get with like an aged Italian wine, but there is definitely some rim variation to the outside that almost puts on this orangish hue, something you see. And so bricking essentially is when you get like kind of a brick red or an orangish color around the sides. It just means that the wine is aging. It doesn't mean it's bad or anything like that. On the nose, there's definitely some like phenolic stuff to it, like a little bit of greenness, like some peppery notes overall. There's fruit in there. It kind of smells like plum, blue fruits, a little bit more black fruit in there. It's not quite the same ripe red fruits that we look for in some other, you know, kind of more New World representations of Merlot. Yeah, and definitely some kind of earthiness overall. So let's give it a taste. So, complete subversion, that's super fun. It's a really fresh, you know, just fresh, acidity driven, a little bit of tannin to it, but overall it's this kind of super fresh, juicy version of Merlot, which is not really the first thing when we think of a Merlot. You know, we can think of fresh, juicy Pinot, sometimes fresh and juicy Cab, fresh, juicy Malbec. Merlot is never usually in that fresh, juicy category. So here's a good representation of one. Has the acidity, the fruit flavors are a little bit more kind of tart and fresh. You think like plum, a little bit of raspberry in there, maybe a touch of blue fruit overall. But overall, just a super light, refreshing version of Merlot. Definitely could be, you know, a hot weather wine or something like that. This would go super well. I wouldn't say it's a steak wine, but something with barbecue, maybe a pork dish. Just imagine something you're grilling outside. This would go super, super well with it.